Right, I'm here with my lovely Amy. Amy, what are we doing today? Who are we doing today?
Oh, Joe Biden.
And what colour eyes does he have?
Well, he has blue eyes.
Yes, he's supposed to have blue eyes, and then just a couple of days ago,
Yeah.
he was speaking. We'll just play a tiny bit, but there he is. Blue eyes. But I blew this picture up. We're going to see who he actually looks like. When I looked at it, it just reminded me of someone. And I know that we keep putting faces on these people, but there isn't just one Joe Biden. There's a few of them. And anyway, let's go on to the next bit.
Good afternoon. Before I take questions, I want to give you a progress report to the nation on where we stand 65 days into office here, on vaccinations and a few other top priorities for the American people. First, on vaccinations. On December 8th, I indicated that I hope to get 100 million shots in people's arms in my first 100 days.
Well, that's a very strange thing to say, isn't it, Amy? I've got to get them in people's arms. But anyway, that's all we can say, really. We can't say anything else. But I wanted everybody just to look, right? He has blue eyes. There is absolutely no way this person talking has blue eyes. Do they, Amy?
That's right, Karen.
He's got brown eyes. So that can't be him.
It can.
Or that is a CGI, or we are run by computer programs.
Exactly.
Joe Biden has quite, supposedly, because who's ever met him? So I'll get about 20 messages now to say, I met him. But he's got blue eyes. This person does not have blue eyes. And then as I zoom in, they reminded me of someone. I know that I put Pence in there the other day. I'm sure he's one of them. There's obviously quite a few of them that play in whenever they want. It's probably a game, isn't it? Who wants to be Biden today? Who wants to be Trump today? It's all their game, isn't it? But he reminded me of someone, but he doesn't have brown eyes.
That's right. Yeah.
Anyway, and we're just waiting for the video to catch up now. There you go. Blue eyes. He has blue eyes. That's quite zoomed in. There's no way he can get brown eyes. And then...
Exactly.
Yeah, he's got quite pale blue eyes. They're not deep blue eyes. They're quite light blue eyes.
Yes.
But looking at that, his face is someone else.
Yeah.
Oh, we must do it, Amy. It must be like, you know, if it was all around, it'd be going like, was just James want to play him, or do I want to play him, or do you want to play him? Because today he reminded me of her. Amy, you can see it, can't you?
Yes, I can.
He's got the most weirdest frowns on the top of his head that anybody could ever have, and he looks quite like her. You'll see when we get the hair and the head. There's the funny frowns. Look at how they've lapped over like a dog. You know, one of those dogs without any fur. He looks quite like her.
Well, I know.
I know her nose looks a little bit different in this picture, but they look very, very, very similar.
Yes, they do.
That looks like Ellen DeGeneres we're looking at, not Biden.
That's right.
It's all makeup. It's all a stage act. Anyway, that was the point of our video. What I want to tell people is, people like Trump or Biden or Boris, they all have blue eyes. But when you see them on the television, they've got brown eyes. And they're prepared to lie that much to us about what we're watching. Is that right, Amy?
That's right. That's right, Karen.
Yeah, what it is we're talking about deepfake, aren't we, Amy? Just look, when you look at this picture of him, he's kind of got the red flag from behind him in it. You can't even make out his other ear. I've just stopped the footage. It should be as clear as the photograph of his blue eyes, but it's not. Nothing looks right. It's all fuzzy. You know what I mean, don't you, Amy?
I do, Karen.
Because Amy's doing this blind again. But she knows what I'm talking about because we have done a lot of research together. So what happens, Amy, when it... Oh, yeah, like his shoulders are all fuzzy. There's no definition on his shoulders. So what does that mean, Amy?
Yeah, that means the CGI. That means it's not real.
No. Because he is in front of the background. He is not attached to the background. There's no way bits of him disappear or the slight red of the flag comes in his ear. It's impossible because he's ahead of the footage. But when you have a look, you can see the way his head goes on that flag. It's not right.
Right.
He's got no definition, like, in his face. Like, if you take away his head, he becomes a much younger man.
Yes.
Hasn't got blue eyes either, like we've said. But you take away his head and those fake frowns, he becomes a younger person.
Right.
It's only the top of his head that makes you think it's Biden and the voice.
Yes. That's how they do it.
Yeah, that bit where I did Ellen is a picture I found because I was looking up the blue eyes. But this is the footage where he's saying that he wants to get everybody injected. It's not real. The video's not real. This computer program is telling us. Oh yeah, Amy. Oh, we'll do that one in a minute. Amy, did you look at how many people live in America?
It's actually said 331 million.
He said hundreds of. What did he say? Hundreds of thousands. He said.
He was 100 million. That's right. It didn't.
Naughty, naughty Joe. I think he lied. Don't you, Amy?
I think so.
To our faces. In a video. He made this supposedly a couple of days ago. So basically, in the first month of his presidency, and he's planning in the next couple of months to get more done. The rest done in the next couple of months, which is ridiculous. But anyway, back to his face. Yeah. We're looking at the top of his head, and do you see how fuzzy and blurry it is on the flag? See? And how his head I don't know, I just don't think any of that's right. Do you see his fuzzy head on that flag? It's not real. That is not real. That is not real! Anyway, Amy, we're finishing this video now with the not real Biden, with the not real whatever that we're not really talking about. So,
exactly.
Your last thoughts, Amy?
Just how everything is unreal. Nothing is real that we see on these television screens or whatever. Nothing is real.
That's it. Except you and me. We're real.
That's right.
They're real. The people that come to our chat room, and our videos. But this is not real.
That's exactly
and this
right.
is what we'll say the majority. Although I hope people are changing their minds a bit now, because I tell everybody on the phone, and what I feel is that people know there's something wrong.
I think so.
Peter and Pete, we talked about it last night. They know things are wrong, but they're not going to give up the dream. So that's what happens is they know something's wrong, but they're not going to give up the dream. But this is wrong. There is no dream, is there, Amy?
It's a nightmare.
Except the fantasy that they want to put you in. Anyway, Amy, we're finishing now, yeah?
Okay.
Love you, Amy.
Love you too, Karen.
Anything you want to say before we finish, Amy?
I just think it's disgusting to lie to us this way. They everything they tell us is a lie, and then just the people aren't even who they say they are.
We can't even tell who anybody is.
Are a lie.
I know Amy doesn't play me. We're real people, but they're not.
Exactly.
Anyway, Amy, we're going to finish now, but just please check out these people's eyes. Because when they've got brown, more than likely they have blue eyes. And then that means that it's deep faked, it's CGI, or it's not real.
That's right.
Thanks, Amy.
You're welcome, Karen.